Hey, this is Shane from Shane Smith Law. I'm here today with Ashley, one of our attorneys, and we're going to talk about one of her recent client victories where she helped EC basically deal with most drivers' one of their nightmares, which is when a truck cuts them off. So Ashley, tell us a little bit about the accident. How did it occur? What happened?
So it's a nightmare, but at the same time, I don't even think our client had the opportunity to see him coming. She's driving down the road in the right-hand lane. He's in the left-hand lane. There's two lanes, eastbound and westbound, and this truck just decides to try and make a right-hand turn from the left-hand lane and turns right into our client.
Okay, so it turns right into her. What's that mean? What part of her car did he hit?
Front of his car, front like passenger corner, just slammed into her driver's side. So right where she is.
Right where she's at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, you're driving along and then something is just impacting the side of your car. That's terrifying.
Yeah, so was this a little tap kind of deal or was it a severe collision?
The damage was pretty extensive. Her tire was all sorts of sideways, panels pushed in, and her injuries reflect that. You know, primarily located in the left side of her body, which makes sense. That's what's going to be closest to where that impact was.
And what kind of injuries did she have?
So she initially went to the emergency room. Throughout the course of treatment, she also treated with a chiropractor and an orthopedic. She had headaches, neck pain, back pain, left shoulder, left elbow, left hip, left knee, left ankle. So just the left side.
Everything on the left side.
Yeah.
Did she hit it on the door itself, or was it just that massive jarring force that hit her?
I think her knee is the only thing that actually hit the door, and possibly her elbow.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was the jarring force, and I'm sure just the impact of being pushed in against her. I don't know if she hit the door, if the door hit her.
Yeah.
In that kind of accident.
And she probably didn't even know.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for anybody to say exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because she didn't expect it, right? Who expects somebody to drive in your car?
Yeah.
So whole left side of her body's injured, hurt from the collision. What kind of treatment did she have to get?
So she had one injury in particular that stands out because it was pretty significant. And I kind of want to preference this with what she went through and how tough she is as a mom. She's a mother of 4 kids. The insurance company was giving her issues at the beginning with property damage, getting her in a rental, giving her the runaround. So like the first couple weeks after the accident, she had to walk her kids to daycare. Okay. Several miles from her house. You know, we're talking 2-ish miles, so 2 there and 2 back.
Wow. While she was waiting to get the car repaired.
Yeah, and while she's hurt.
Yeah.
Only for us to realize down the road when she's not responding to any sort of conservative treatment, physical therapy, stuff like that's not working on her hip, we get some imaging done. She has a torn labrum in her hip. Okay. So this woman's walking miles on a torn labrum following the accident.
And what is a labrum?
Labrum is just part of the hip joint. So it's a ball and socket joint, helps hold it into place. So that's typically something, it's not going to heal on its own. It's going to require surgery. They got to go back, they got to go in and re-anchor that labrum. It holds
like
in place.
A tendon kind of, is that what it is? And it's down there, so this tore on this woman. Mm-hmm. And she's still walking along, so I'm guessing it was extremely painful each and every day, right? So ultimately, did she have to have surgery?
She's recommended surgery. She opted not to at this point in time, so I'm really happy with the settlement she got, given that she didn't get the surgery. She was able to get some injections and get her pain under control. It's not gone. It's about 70% relieved, but the rehab that you need after labrum surgery is very extensive. You really can't walk around. There's a lot of physical therapy involved. You are out for weeks to months. And she's a single mom of 4 kids, and she was just like, I need to work, I need to take care of my kids. I can't be bedbound, essentially.
And that's one of the things we struggle with when we have, I'm going to say single moms in particular, but single parents overall, when they're the main breadwinner for their family and caregiver. Yeah. It makes everything that much harder.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult to do. So I really wanted to focus on getting her a settlement that's going to help her get that surgery when she's able to. You know, once her kids are a bit older and more self-reliant. She was 25 at the time of the accident. She's 27 now. Her kids are really young. Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit.
So were you able to get her a settlement that does that?
Yes.
How did she react when you told her?
She was happy, and I think in part because I think it's our duty to give our clients all the good and bad news. And I told her, not getting the surgery, they might take that as a grain of salt and say, we don't think she's actually going to do it. When she does it, give us a call. Yeah. So to be able to call her and say, they took what the value of that surgery is in the recovery and considered it, knowing that you don't get away with a labrum tear without getting it fixed at some point. Yeah. And the issues it's going to cause down the road from having to delay getting that surgery. She was ecstatic. And I think it's because we did have a really good conversation laying the foundation of what to expect, because even I was a little bit surprised they took all of it into consideration. Because
that's always what we struggle with, right? When a treatment is recommended and somebody doesn't have it, what does that do to the perception about their pain?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it sounds like she was lucky to have you and you got a great result for her. Thanks for all your hard work, Ashley, and For those of our listeners, hit like and subscribe down below for more client victories from Shane Smith Law.
In pain, so I call Shane. 980-999-9999. In pain, call Shane.